And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now ETN to start the drive to about the 23. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And how'd you like to be the quarterback reviewing the game tape from last week and seeing this defense on the spot on almost every snap? If the ball was in the air, they took it away. If the ball was popped free, they picked it up.
This well upfield across the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. This one completes Alec Pierce. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run with ETN. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game. Offense.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to hold that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, it's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
A handoff to Spiller to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
They go play action with Lawrence. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And the Panthers are going to take possession of the football. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football. Because, remember,
if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders, who knows what it could be. He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Up to make the tackle, J.C. Jackson.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
And this is going to be intercepted. And the Panthers force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, yet you turn down a penalty that would give you possession back. Now let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the football. Always take the football.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
On 2nd and a yard, Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. Here's Lawrence. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. On is the Chargers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A 45-yard punt for there on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Fields. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. When in doubt, do it yourself as he keeps it for 3 and a 1st down. Fields now to throw. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession as they get it at the 42-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open. True. So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
Foyesade Oluwakan made the tackle there from a safety position. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the shotgun, Lawrence over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. It'll be a gain of just a yard, and 3rd and 8 now. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
We're scoreless after 1. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Lawrence finds finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And oh, he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. They'll run for it with Spiller. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Thought they might throw the football with a little chunk that they had remaining on 4th down, but they ran it, they got it.
And the reason they were able to get it done, he ran that play with conviction, didn't he? Understood he would get a little bit of help from his friends up front, but it was really on him to go ahead and make the power move and get it done, and that he did.
On 1st down, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a 1st.
That was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Play action. It's Lawrence. They'll roll him out right. To the right side, and he's got more complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line.
And time to give some credit to the big fellows, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
The tough run gets him just inside the 10 to the 9, but no further. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Panthers force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
They'll start on the ground. ETN. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And they'll go again with ETN. And he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Fields. Quick slant caught by Pierce. And he is going to have a Panthers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball.
14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down. The slot man in motion right. Now a 1st down throw, Fields. ETN bringing in another one. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To the air again, Fields. Going to throw right side here, complete. The 20. Touchdown, Carolina. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Chargers, nothing.
The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover that plagued it on the last one.
From the gun, a run by Spiller. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Lawrence. He gets this out to Spiller. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Gets his guy on the flat.
Hey, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. DJ Moore, 49 yards. And the Chargers are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Well, this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Fields on first down. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Fields, he'll get this off to ETN. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. midfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. A 46-yard punt, 4-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Charger drive about to get going. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. Dumps it off for Spiller. And some space here. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Lawrence. Over the middle, it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit halftime, just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box, establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They run behind center with Spiller. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Moore, the man in motion. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his big tight end here. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going quickly out wide to Moore. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Option play, here's Spiller. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's 3rd.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Here's Lawrence to throw. That pass complete to Moore. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line.
That's another Chargers first down.
They'll go option to the short side. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Lawrence will throw. Flushed out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Lawrence. Flush to his right. Oh, that's the 3rd interception for Lawrence. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the 3rd quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this 3rd quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down, ETN once more. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 41 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. 2nd
and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Another tote for ETN. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. From the gun, here's Fields. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether he's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
Meanwhile, Fields' throw taken in by Hockenson here. And he'll wind up getting this to the 32. A play that started at the 16, and that's how many yards they get. 1st down from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
A good action to this point in the 3rd quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Targeting the out route, and he completes this to Metcalf. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Throwing again is Fields. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none
boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. He tried to do it himself, but couldn't find his way to the marker. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The drive starts with a give to Spiller. And a short pickup to about the 25. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 409. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. There he goes, right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His third rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers use the big play to extend their fourth quarter lead. Hopkins with the extra point. His guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he will score. Touchdown. So they get the one-score kickoff, get a fumble, take it right back to the house. 2 quick touchdowns within a matter of about 10 seconds on the game clock.
It's like a big 1-2 punch that may lead to a knockout.
Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Now a throw here to his running back. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's Fields. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Now Lawrence to throw. Williams brings it in. And he is good.
When we think about sportsmanship and all that, other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, second down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
They'll find Williams on the slant. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run. So
they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion goes the tight end. They'll try and run for it with Spiller. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46.
Brandon, this can be so demoralizing for a defense. They've had 2 opportunities to get off the field. They haven't gotten it done. So now your coordinator is going to call every blitz that he has, any type of exotic, something that they haven't seen before. And he's also telling the defensive lineman, don't worry about holding people up. Just get in gaps and try and make a big play.
And not only not getting off the field on 2 opportunities, clock continuing to run. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. On second down, Spiller looking for space. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line is getting some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throw left side is hauled in by Palmer. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? From midfield now, Lawrence. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. So he stopped for no gain. And that'll bring up 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And my goodness, another interception. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Again, Spiller. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Try to surge ahead with Spiller. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
That one finds Pierce right side. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it 4th down. Fourth down, Fields has to have this one. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up as safety. Well, this defense has been smothering all game long. Why not give them 2 more points here in the closing minutes?
Well, they've certainly earned it. They've gotten the better of this offensive line for 4 quarters, and this sack here will just be a little icing on the cake.
So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No. What a second half, the adjustment. Whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So, for the Chargers, they continue to be one of the best teams around as they move to 10-2.